So in this video, we are going to learn how to create LeadConnector Contact on Instamojo Payment. Now suppose guys, if you're using online payment gateway like Instamojo to collect the payment and you want that whenever you receive a new payment, you want to add that same customer as a contact in LeadConnector. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So in this automation, our trigger will be receiving a new payment on our online payment gateway like Instamojo. And action will be adding the same customer who made the payment as contact in LeadConnector. Now, if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Instamojo to LeadConnector. You can basically give any name of your choice and then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here, and in this workflow we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Instamojo account, our Instamojo payment page with Pabbly Connect in the trigger window, so that whenever we receive a new payment on our Instamojo account, automatically the details of that payment and the customer who made the payment will be received inside Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the next thing which we are going to do is, using this automation, we are going to send the details of the customer who made the payment to LeadConnector, so that we can add that customer as a contact in LeadConnector automatically. So without any further delay, let's begin with the process. Here in our trigger window, in Choose App, search for Instamojo and select it. After selecting Instamojo in trigger event from this drop-down, select the trigger event as New Sale. After selecting the trigger event, here you can see that Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our Instamojo payment page or payment link with Pabbly Connect. And how you can do that? You just have to follow the help text given below over here. Copy this webhook URL from here and then go to your Instamojo account. So here you can see that we are on the dashboard of our Instamojo account. From the left sidebar, I have created the smart page, so I will just go to the smart pages section. And this is the payment page. This is the Instamojo smart payment page which I have created, and I want that whenever I receive a payment on this particular payment page, then I want to add that customer to my LeadConnector account. So we will just hover on it, click on the 3 dot in front of that payment page and click on Edit Page over here. After coming to the Edit Page section, we will just scroll down, and after scrolling down, you will see an option of webhook. Let's search for it. So under page setting, you can see this last option of add webhook. Here by default it is turned off. Just turn this button to the right side, turn it on, and here in this enter webhook URL section, we have to paste the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. After pasting the webhook URL, it is asking us information to be sent. So in this dropdown, we have 2 different options: successful payment and failed payment. So the details of the successful payment we want Instamojo to send, or for the failed payment, we only want to get the details of the successful payment. Like if the payment is successful, only then we want Instamojo to send the details of that payment and details of the customer to Pabbly Connect. So here we are going to just select successful payment over here. And after selecting this, just click on Save and Update button over here. After clicking on Save and Update, you can see we have successfully added a webhook URL to this payment page, this smart page which we have in Instamojo. And here in Pabbly Connect workflow, you will see it is showing us waiting for webhook response. Means this Pabbly Connect workflow is waiting to get the details of a new sale, of a new payment from Instamojo. So we are just going to make a test payment for this same payment page. I will just go to the share page section, copy the payment page link and paste it in a new tab. And after pasting this, I'm just going to make a test payment. This is the product, example product which I have created, MS Office. Let's click on this Pay Now button, and this is the payment page detail. So here at this page, the customer is going to enter their details over here. So let me enter the details of a test customer. So this is the name of the customer, demo user. This is the email address of the customer. And this is the mobile number as well. So here at customer information, we have entered the details of the customer. Now let's click on this proceed to pay button. And here guys, I'm just going to make a payment on this Instamojo payment page. The same payment page which we have connected with Pabbly Connect. So let me make the payment. And it is done. Just now I made a payment on my Instamojo payment page, and we will see within few seconds we will receive the payment. So yes, we have successfully received the payment as well. Now because we have connected this Instamojo smart payment page with Pabbly Connect, we will see the details of this exact same payment which we just now made will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So we'll go to our Pabbly Connect workflow, and yes, here you can see that within few seconds we have received the response inside Pabbly Connect. And in this response, you will see the details of this exact same payment. Here you can see the status as success. Because we have selected the response or the event as successful payment while setting the webhook URL, it has sent us the payment status as success. It will only send us the detail of the payment which are successfully done. Then here you can see the account ID of Instamojo, then you can see the resource URI and also the payment ID. Then you can see the currency in which we have received the payment. You can see the date and time of the payment and also the amount. We will scroll down further. You can see the name of the product, the amount of the product for which we received the payment. And after scrolling down, here you can see the details of the customer who made the payment. Here we have the full name, we have the mobile number and also the email address. So here you can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully received the details of the successful payment which we have received on our Instamojo payment page inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to add the customer who made the payment as a contact in LeadConnector. For that, we will just scroll down and come to this action window. And here in Choose App, we are going to search for LeadConnector. Just select LeadConnector version 2. And then in action event from this drop down, select the action event as create or update a contact. Then just click on connect and select add new connection over here. Now here guys, we have to connect our LeadConnector account with Pabbly Connect. Now to make this connection, just click on this connect with LeadConnector version 2 button. Now here you can see that because I have already logged into my LeadConnector account in my browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account over here. And from our LeadConnector account, we have to select which particular account we want to connect with Pabbly Connect. Like here you can see I have two different accounts. First one is an agency account and second one is a sub account. So in which particular account I want to create this contact? We have to select that account over here. So I will be selecting this particular account, the agency account, the sub account, and then we will connect our LeadConnector account with Pabbly Connect over here. Here you can see that the connection between LeadConnector and Pabbly Connect is successfully created. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the first name, and next is the last name, and then the full name. So what is the first name, last name, full name, email, phone number, and all the other details? So one by one, what we have to do, we have to enter all of these details of the user, of the customer who made the payment on our Instamojo payment page over here in their respective fields. But here you will notice that from Instamojo, we have received the full name of the user. But in LeadConnector, it is asking us the first name and the last name as separate values. Now here what we have to do, we have to actually separate this. We have to basically split this full name into two different responses of first name and last name so that we can add these details over here in these two fields. Now here guys, to split this complete name into two parts of first name and last name, we will be using a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called text formatter. So just click on this add action step button over here before this LeadConnector step. And then here in choose app, search for text formatter. Just select it. After selecting text formatter by Pabbly, in action event from this drop down, select the action event as split text. And then just click on connect. After clicking on connect, the first thing it asks us is text to split. That what is the response, that what is the text to which we want to split. So we want to split this response of full name which we have received from Instamojo. So what we have to do, we have to actually map this response of buyer name of full name over here in this text to split field. Just click on this field and here in this drop down you will see a list of all the responses which we have received from Instamojo of a successful payment. Out of all of this, select this response of buyer name and map it over here. After mapping this buyer name response, this text response, the next thing it asks us is the separator. So we want to separate this text before and after this space. So we have the space between the first name and last name, and we want to separate this text, split this text before and after this space. So we will be using space as the separator. And here in segment index, just select all over here and click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received some response. And in this response, you can see we have two different responses for the first name and last name. So here using text formatter, we have separated the full name into two different responses of first name and last name over here. Now guys, here you can see that we have the first name, last name. Now we have to map this response, the individual responses of first name and last name into the respective field of LeadConnector. So we will just click on this field, but here you can see that right now there is no data to map over here. Now because we have connected or we have added a new step before this step, that's why here you can see that we can't map this data. So to just correct it, just reconnect your LeadConnector's account over here. Click on this connected button, select the existing connection and click on save. And after reconnecting our LeadConnector account, once again we will click on this first name field, and now you can see that all the responses from previous two steps can be seen over here. Out of all of this, from the text formatter responses, we are going to select the response of first name and map it over here. And we are going to map the last name as well using the same process. Then here in full name, we are going to map the full name of the user which we have received from Instamojo payment responses. So here from trigger response, map the full name. Then after that, from Instamojo, we have also received the email address of the customer who made the payment. So map the response of email address, and at last, map the response of mobile number as well. Here it is, mobile number, and the help text says, enter the phone number starting with the country code, example this. Note either email or phone number is required. So it is required to either enter the email address or the phone number of the contact which we want to create in LeadConnector. So we have basically entered both of the details over here. Then after this, it is asking us location ID, address, city, country, and here you can see a list of different details of the new contact which we are creating, which LeadConnector is asking us. So basically, we haven't received all of these details of the contact of the customer who made the payment on our Instamojo payment page, and all of these fields are also not mandatory, not required. So if you want, you can ignore all of these fields for now. Then just scroll down and then you just have to click on this save and send test request button. After clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received the response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data or the details which we have mapped over here, basically the customer who made the payment on our Instamojo payment page, that same customer is now added as a new contact in LeadConnector. So let's check it. We will go to a LeadConnector account and we will just refresh this page once. Then after that, we will just go to this contact section. And yes, here you can see that demo user, the same person, the same customer who made the payment on our Instamojo payment page, the same customer has been successfully added as a new contact in our LeadConnector account. Here you can see the same first name, same last name, same email, and the same mobile number as well. This means guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video, this automation is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new payment on our Instamojo payment page, automatically the customer who made the payment will be added as a new contact in our LeadConnector account. Now here guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. Once again, I'm just going to copy the link of this payment page and we are going to make another payment over here on this payment page. Let's go to pay now, and then here let's enter the details of a new customer over here. For example, this time the name of the customer is test user. This is the email address. And then this is the mobile number. click on proceed to pay. So once again, we are going to make another live payment on our Instamojo payment page, the same payment page which we have connected with Pabbly Connect. So let me make the payment. And it is done. Now you can see that just now we have received a new payment on our Instamojo payment page. And we will see as we receive this new payment, instantly within seconds, automatically the customer who made the payment will be added as a new contact in Lead Connectors. So we'll just go to a Lead Connector account, we'll go to the contact page. And yes, here you can see that within few seconds, the same contact test user has been added in our Lead Connector account. This means the automation workflow which we have created in this video, this automation is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new sale, a new payment on our Instamojo payment page, the customer will be added in Lead Connector. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can actually clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account. And also let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestions, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.